Hello everyone, on today's IRS tax refund update, as we continue to monitor the latest in regard to those tax refund delays, we have the latest tax return backlog numbers released by the IRS, and there is some concern based of the latest number for those of you who e-filed your returns and are still waiting on your refunds. So we will take a look at the meanwhile. We will cover the next batch of the tax refund scheduled for release this week, and we will also take a look at one of the main reasons behind those of reef and freezes and recap of some those refund delay caused. Now starting off with the latest set of data released by the IRS, which now has been the backlog of unprocessed tax returns down to 5.1 million. Among those are paper returns, which dropped to 3.3 million, which is decreased of 300,000 returns from the week prior. However, the concern is the numbers of the total unprocessed e-filed returns, which is actually increased to now 1.8 million. Now the last 2 weeks that numbers had been holding at 1.7 million, and back in late September that number was actually down to 1.6 million. So this latest update is alarming to the fact we are now in late October and we are still seeing this e-file backlog increase. It also raises the question on the accuracy of the backlog numbers being released by the IRS. As we reported earlier in the summer, we did believe they were under reporting the backlog numbers, and that was later confirmed in a congressional hearing. Now we maintain, even if there are errors at this point, there should be a little no e-file returns still waiting processing, and it all but confirms this backlog will carry over into 2023. Now turning to those of you still waiting on your amended tax returns, in the past week we saw another 100,000 amended returns be processed by the IRS, dropping the total down to 1.2 million unprocessed amended returns. So those numbers are remaining consistent and should be cleared by the end of the year. As a reminder, for those waiting on refund for amended returns, those will be issued by paper check even if you specified direct deposit, as a current IRS system is unable to issue direct deposits for amended returns. Meanwhile, the next batch of direct deposits refund is scheduled to be transmitted and released by the IRS to bank accounts on Wednesday, October 26th. Do allow up until October 31st to receive that direct deposit in your account. If you are part of this refund batch, the next batch of paper refunds, including those who filed amended returns, is scheduled for release on Friday, October 28th, and do allow up to 7 event business days to receive by mail. Also, in the latest update, we saw another decrease of employer tax returns to now 2.9 million unprocessed returns. Why this is important is there still many of you waiting on the IRS to process your employer's wage information in order for them to continue processing your own tax return. If you received the 60-day notice from the IRS as seen here, you are more than likely among the impacted group. There is an issue that impacting both e-file and paper return filers and has been one of the biggest cause of refund delays this year. We continue to see reports coming in those refund freezes which appear under code E10 and on your tax transcript. As we have covered previously, there are variety of reasons this is happening, but one of the consistent reason when it comes to this is for those self-employed claiming COVID sick credits. Now this has become source of concerns as a reports of some fraudulent claiming those credits on their tax returns, which is going to cause delays for those of you legitimately claiming them. Now, if there is an issue claiming COVID sick credits, you are more likely to going on to receive the letter as seen on the left hand side of the screen informing you the IRS is not able to process your claim and advising you to submit IRS form 7202 as seen on the right hand side of the screen, providing the further documentation in regard to those credits. COVID sick credits allow eligible self-employed individuals due to COVID-19 who are unable to work or telework for reasons relating to their own health or to care for a family member to claim refundable tax credits offset their federal income tax. Unfortunately, we have seen instances online of people attempting to claim this credit when they were not eligible or indicating their tax preparer incorrectly claim. The IRS is thoroughly examining those returns claiming COVID sick credits, which will cause delays. Reports continue to come in also that IRS refund status tracker is not properly displaying the most up-to-date information even after someone has received their tax refund. For the most up-to-date information on the status of your tax return and refund, you will want to access your tax transcript as seen here on the right side of the screen. We have previously posted step-by-step instruction on how to access your transcript. If you have not done so already, let us know in the comment section below about your ongoing tax issue, including when and how you filled your tax return. In the meantime, we keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for further updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.